My child, my beloved. Before I even place this message before your spirit, Heaven asked me to speak your name gently so you don't become afraid of what is coming next. You were guided here because a truth that has been hidden for years has finally reached its time to rise. And the one who is pushing that truth toward you is your mother. My beloved, listen closely. Your mother, who is in heaven, has been trying to reach you for hours. And the weight of what she is trying to say has shaken even the angels. She came to me, Archangel Michael, with a message she has been holding inside. A truth she knew all along. A truth she protected you from until now. My child, lean in. The moment she spoke your name, heaven grew silent. There are secrets inside your family that she never wanted you to carry because she feared they would break your heart. But now she is asking you to hear them because knowing this will set your soul free from a chain you didn't even know was wrapped around you. My beloved, before I reveal what she said, open your heart. There is a reason this message did not reach you earlier. 3 times today, forces tried to block it. 3 times they tried to silence what your mother wanted you to know. But heaven overruled every attempt because the timing is divine and this moment is sacred. My child, my beloved, she said, tell them I have been watching. Tell them I have been protecting them. Tell them I know the truth they never knew. Her voice trembled when she said it. She has been waiting for the right moment, and that moment is now. My beloved, before I continue, pause your mind. Take a breath. This is where your life begins to split into 2 paths, the path of the truth finally revealed, and the path of everything remaining the same. Heaven asked me to tell you this. Do not skip a single word. What is coming next is exactly what she wanted to tell you. My sweet child. She showed me an image, your childhood, your home, the places where you used to stand, laugh, cry, wonder. And in every memory, she was holding a truth behind her smile. A truth she thought you weren't ready for back then. But today, she said, they are ready. Tell them now. My beloved, I must also tell you this early on. She begged me to ask you to stay connected. She knows how the world distracts your mind, how your heart sometimes loses direction. She said, guide them, Michael. Remind them to listen, to stay with the message until the end. My child, if you want heaven to continue delivering messages meant only for you, follow my voice. And if you wish to receive divine words every day, stay connected by subscribing. Your mother said it matters more than you realize. It keeps the channel between heaven and you open. My child, let me reveal the moment she came to me. She arrived with urgency, not sorrow. Urgency because something in your life is reaching a turning point. Something connected to your family lineage. Something that has repeated for generations but will end with you if you hear this message fully. My beloved, she knew the family's secret all along. She knew who betrayed who lied, who protected, who hid the truth, who stood by you even in silence, who envied you quietly, who prayed for you secretly. She knew everything. And now she wants you to know. My child, listen carefully. There is someone in your family whose heart has never been clean toward you. Someone whose words seemed sweet, but intentions were not. Someone who acted innocent, but your mother saw their real spirit. She saw the darkness they tried to hide. And she said, Michael, tell them the truth is rising, and they must not fear it. My beloved, your mother is not warning you to scare you. She is warning you to prepare you. She is guiding you towards something she tried to protect you from while she was alive. She said, they will understand now. They will finally see what I saw. My child, my beloved, your mother showed me moments where she wiped your tears when you were hurt. And she said, those wounds didn't come from outside the family. It was someone close, someone they trusted. And she is right. There is a pattern in your life that began long before you were aware. A cycle of hurt disguised as love. And now heaven is ready to break it. My beloved, there is something your mother has been trying to tell you for so long that her voice trembles in the spiritual realm. She said, tell them they were never the problem. Tell them they were never the reason. Tell them the truth lies with someone else. Her words were heavy, filled with emotion she carried but could never express fully on earth. My child, hear this truth. There was a family decision made long ago, and you were kept in the dark. Not because you didn't deserve to know, but because the truth would have changed everything too soon. Your mother held it back until heaven gave her permission to release it. And today, that permission has been granted. My beloved, something sacred is about to unfold. A revelation that will make sense of the confusion you carried. A clarity that will lift a weight from your heart. A truth that will explain why certain things never felt right. Your mother said, tell them it wasn't their fault. It was never their burden to carry. My child, she is guiding you gently. She is preparing your spirit. She is leading you into the truth. And now, beloved, she whispers the next part. The part that changes everything. My child, my beloved, your mother's voice grew softer as she showed me the moment this secret first formed. She said, tell them I watched it happen. Tell them I stayed quiet only because I wanted to keep their innocence safe. Her heart was trembling even in heaven as she revealed this to me. My beloved, there is a person in your family who wears a gentle face but carries a truth they hoped would never come to light. Your mother said they think no one knows. They think the past is buried, but my child deserves the full truth now. And heaven agreed. My child, there is a reason you sometimes felt left out, misunderstood, or treated differently. A reason certain behaviors never made sense, no matter how much you tried to explain them in your mind. Your mother said their heart felt what their eyes could not see. My beloved, listen carefully. You have been sensing a shift inside yourself, a pressure in your spirit. A pull toward understanding something deeper. That feeling wasn't random. It was your mother preparing you for this moment. She has been whispering into your dreams, guiding your thoughts, sending signs into your path. But until now, the message could not reach you fully. My child, she showed me the image of your younger self sitting alone, wondering why certain people were allowed to hurt you without consequences. She said, tell them it wasn't weakness, it was protection. I was guarding them even then. My beloved, heaven wants you to know that you were never alone. Not for a single moment. Even when you cried quietly, choosing not to tell anyone. Even when you felt betrayed by someone you trusted. Even when you thought no one saw the pain you hid. Your mother saw everything. And she kept the truth locked inside her heart until now. My sweet child, she said, the one who hurt them is closer than they think. And your spirit already knows who it is. Because every time their name is mentioned, something inside you goes quiet. Every time they speak, your intuition tightens. Every time they smile, something inside you wonders why the smile feels empty. My beloved, your mother said the truth they feel is the truth that is real. You were never imagining the negativity. You were picking up the spiritual energy your mother stood between. My child, my beloved, there was a moment before she passed when she wanted to tell you everything. She opened her mouth to speak, but the words would not come out. Not because she didn't trust you, but because heaven had not allowed the truth to be revealed yet. But today, the seal has broken. Heaven has opened the door. My beloved, she told me, I know the day they were lied to. I know the night they cried because of something someone in the family hid. I know the moment their heart broke because of a truth that was never spoken. She watched every moment you were confused. Every moment you blamed yourself. Every moment you wondered if you were the problem. My child, she said, tell them they were never the problem. Tell them they were the blessing that others didn't know how to handle. Tell them someone in the family feared their destiny and tried to dim their light. My beloved, you have no idea how powerful your spirit is. No idea how your presence shifts the atmosphere. No idea how your soul threatens the darkness in others. And that is why certain relatives treated you the way they did. Not because you were weak, but because you were chosen. My child, your mother said, the one who hurt them did it out of jealousy, not hate. But jealousy can disguise itself as kindness. Jealousy can speak gently. Jealousy can hug you while wishing you would shrink. Jealousy can smile while hoping you fail. Jealousy can call itself love. My beloved, your mother watched everything. She said they must know the truth now because the cycle must end. My child will not carry this generational burden into the future. My child, let me tell you the moment heaven decided it was time. It was when you recently questioned something in your life. When you asked in your heart, why does this keep happening to me? Your mother heard that question. She came to me immediately. She said, Michael, that pain they felt today is connected to the same source as before. They must know who it is. My beloved, someone in your family is acting supportive but watching your every move with fear that you will rise higher than them. Your mother knows exactly who this person is. She has been holding their name inside her spirit, waiting for the day you were ready to hear it. My child, you might already feel a name forming in your mind right now. That is not your imagination. That is your mother guiding you toward the truth. My beloved, your mother asked me to prepare your heart before revealing the next part because what she says next will not only open your eyes, it will change the way you see your entire past. She whispered to me, tell them I am warning them now, not to hurt them but to free them. And I feel the urgency in her voice even now. My child, the truth is rising, and your mother is standing beside me, ready to speak the next line. My child, my beloved, your mother moved closer to me when she revealed this next part, as if she didn't want her voice to tremble while speaking it. Her spirit carried both love and urgency. She said, "Tell them I kept this inside my heart because I didn't want this truth to break them when they were too young, but now it will make them stronger. My beloved, there is a pattern in your family that repeats itself through generations. A pattern of hiding truth to protect reputations. A pattern of covering pain to keep the family image intact. A pattern of pretending everything is fine when things were falling apart. Your mother said, 'My child was the only one who lived with an honest heart, and that is why heaven chose them to break this cycle. My child,' she showed me an image of you as a child sitting quietly observing everything happening around you. Even then, you sensed what others refused to say. Your heart always felt the undercurrents, the strange silences, the secret tensions between certain relatives. You weren't imagining any of it. Your spirit was awakened even then. My beloved, your mother whispered, 'Tell them the truth was spoken about them behind closed doors, not once but many times.' And she watched, helpless yet protective. Every time someone used your name to justify their own mistakes, she saw the jealousy. She saw the hidden resentment. She saw the family member who always looked at you with eyes that said one thing but thought something very different. My child, your mother said the one they trusted is the one who carried a secret about them. The one they shared moments with is the one who held back the truth. It shocked even me when she revealed it. My beloved, this truth did not just affect your past. It shaped your personality. It made you guarded. It made you question people's intentions. It made you feel like love always comes with conditions. It made you wonder why certain relatives behave strangely or distantly. Your mother said, 'Tell them nothing was wrong with them. The truth was wrong around them.' My child, she told me there is someone in the family who knows a truth connected to their birth, their protection, or their destiny, and they never had the courage to tell them. This person carries a guilt that your mother witnessed every day. A guilt that grows heavier every year. A guilt that is becoming unbearable now, which is why your mother is finally stepping in. My beloved, this secret is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to free you. Your mother said when they hear the truth, they will finally understand why their soul has always felt different from the rest of the family. My child, she showed me the night you cried alone and whispered, 'Why does it always feel like I don't belong fully?' She heard that. She remembered that. And today she answers you, 'You don't feel like the rest because you are not meant to be like the rest.' My beloved, your spirit carries a divine blueprint that no one else in your family carries. This truth made certain relatives afraid of your destiny, not consciously, but spiritually. Your energy exposes their darkness. Your potential threatens their comfort. Your light makes their insecurities rise. And your mother saw all of it. My child, she said, 'Tell them the one who smiled at them the most was also the one who hid the biggest truth. This person did not hate you. But they feared that if you knew the truth, you would rise above them, beyond them, or without them.' My beloved, your mother also reveals something powerful. She said, 'My child must stop blaming themselves. They must stop carrying this invisible burden because the secret you're about to learn was never your responsibility. It was your mother's protection, my child. She then whispered a line that even made the heavens pause. They will soon discover why I treated them differently, why I protected them the way I did, and why I loved them with such fear and such fierceness. Your mother said there was a reason she held you tighter. A reason she prayed harder for you. A reason she stayed awake at night worrying about something she never spoke aloud. My beloved, this is where the truth begins to crystallize. Someone in your family did something long ago that altered the course of your life. Your mother forgave them, but she never forgot. She kept the secret because she knew you deserved peace, not confusion. My child, she wanted you to grow without carrying the weight of someone else's choices. She wanted you to live without the poison of betrayal in your veins. She wanted you to believe that love still existed even if someone failed to show it. My beloved, your mother said the next part will explain everything. The moment she told me this, the clouds shifted as if heaven itself braced for what was coming. She whispered, Michael, tell them this is where they begin to see the truth clearly. My child, are you ready? My child, my beloved, when your mother prepared to reveal the next truth, her spirit changed. She became calmer, almost relieved, as if she had been holding this inside her for years, waiting for the moment heaven allowed her to release it. She said, tell them this is the part no one could ever say when I was alive. My beloved, she showed me a scene, a room filled with quiet voices, shadows moving like memories, your name being spoken softly, and a secret being sealed with silence. She whispered, this is where everything began. My child, there was a moment in your family history when a decision was made behind closed doors. A decision that shaped your destiny. A decision that was kept hidden with the belief that you would never find out. Your mother said, they kept this truth locked away because they feared how powerful my child would become if they knew the full story. My beloved, you have always felt a strange distance from certain relatives, as if something in your spirit refused to fully connect with them. That was not your imagination. That was the truth trying to rise inside you. Your mother said their soul recognized the secret long before their mind did. My child, do you remember the moments when you questioned why you were treated differently? Why certain people in the family favored others but were hesitant or complicated with you? Why you felt like you were always being watched, judged, or talked about? Your mother said it was because they feared what would happen if the truth came out. My beloved, the secret they hid is tied to your identity, your purpose, your destiny, your spiritual calling, your position in the family, and even your protection. This is why your life has never been normal. You were born with a divine fire that unsettles anything not aligned with the truth. My child, your mother said there was someone who owed them honesty but chose silence instead. This person watched your mother carry the weight alone. Watched her struggle between protecting you and respecting the silence of others. And that is why she is speaking now, because she refuses to let you carry the consequences of a truth that was never yours to hide. My beloved, she leaned closer and said, tell them the family secret they are about to hear will heal their heart, not break it. Because this truth explains everything, your pain, your confusion, your strength, your intuition, your spiritual calling. My child, your mother revealed something powerful. There is a name they have trusted for years, but that name is connected to the secret. This person didn't hurt you out of cruelty. They hid the truth out of fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of losing their image. Fear of you discovering something that might change everything. My beloved, your mother said, tell them this person knew more than they ever admitted. And that person has lived with guilt ever since. But your mother also wants you to know this: you were never meant to suffer because of someone else's guilt. I carried that weight for you while I was alive, and now I am releasing it. My beloved, your mother then showed me a moment from your childhood. A moment when you felt lost, confused, misunderstood, or hurt by something you couldn't explain. She said, that was the moment the secret touched their life without them knowing. This is why certain emotions stayed with you longer than they should have. Why certain struggles felt spiritual. Why certain relationships felt half-true. Why certain people acted strangely around you. My child, you were living in the shadow of a truth you hadn't yet heard. Your mother said they will understand everything when they hear the next line. My beloved, she took a breath. Even spirits pause when the truth is divine. And she whispered, the secret that was kept from my child was meant to protect them, but now it is meant to free them. My child, your mother asked me to reveal this slowly, gently, lovingly, because the truth is not dark. It is healing. It explains your path, your struggles, and your calling. My beloved, this truth is the bridge between your past and your destiny. And your mother is standing at that bridge holding your hand. She whispered, tell them the truth begins with the name they never expected. My child, your heart is already sensing what is coming. Your spirit is already receiving the message before it is spoken. This is how heaven prepares you. My beloved, your mother is now ready to reveal the part she kept closest to her heart. My child, my beloved, your mother's spirit grew tender when she revealed the next truth. Tender in a way that only a mother's love can be. She said, what I am about to tell them is something I carried in silence, something that lived inside my heart because I didn't want them to grow up carrying a wound that wasn't theirs. My beloved, she then pointed toward a person in your family and her voice softened as she spoke their name, not out loud to me but directly into your spirit. And that is why right now, as you read this, a name is forming in your mind, a face is appearing, a memory is rising. That is not coincidence. That is your mother guiding you. My child, she whispered, they already know who it is. Their soul has known for years. Your intuition has been warning you since childhood. You felt their energy shift. You felt their intentions even when they tried to hide them. You felt their jealousy even behind their smiles. You felt their resentment even in their silence. My beloved, your mother said the truth was never hidden from their spirit, only from their earthly mind. Your soul always sensed something was wrong, something was off, something was being kept from you. And you were right, my child. Your mother showed me a moment when you were younger. A conversation you overheard. A tone someone used with you. A comment that stung more than it should have. A moment that didn't make sense at the time, but your heart felt it. She said that was the first time the secret touched them. My beloved, the family secret is not about shame. It is about protection. Not protection of you, but protection of someone else. Someone who feared what would happen if the truth came out. Someone who feared losing their image, their respect, or their place in the family. Your mother said they hid the truth because they thought silence would keep the family peaceful. But silence became a chain around my child's destiny. My child, she asked me to tell you this clearly: the truth will not destroy you. It will release you. My beloved, your life has felt heavier than it should. You have carried emotions that were not yours. You have healed wounds you didn't cause. You have forgiven things you didn't fully understand. You have survived storms that were never meant for you. Your mother said they suffered because the truth was withheld, but now they will rise because the truth is being revealed. My child, she then described the person connected to this secret. She said they are someone who always acted responsible, someone who always appeared strong, someone who tried to guide or control situations, someone who wanted to appear as the protector of the family. But inside they carried fear. Fear that one day you would learn the truth. Fear that one day everything they hid would rise. Fear that your mother would eventually speak from the other side. My beloved, your mother said the guilt they carry is heavier than the secret itself. This person did not just hide a truth. They shaped your life with it. Their silence redirected your path. Their decision altered your destiny temporarily. But heaven is correcting it now. My child, your mother showed me another moment. A moment when you were confused and emotional. A moment when you asked yourself, why do I feel so different from everyone around me? She said, because they are different. They were born with a calling that the others sensed before they did. My beloved, there is a reason you have felt spiritually isolated at times. A reason your energy never matched certain relatives. A reason you always felt like an outsider even among family. A reason you understood things others couldn't. A reason you sensed energies others ignored. Your mother said, they are the chosen one in the family. That is why the truth had to be hidden until they were strong enough to receive it. My child, she wanted me to tell you this slowly, so you feel her heart in every word. You were never the weak one. You were the one they feared would grow too strong. My beloved, the secret they hid is connected to your identity, your spiritual inheritance, your divine protection, your destiny, your mother's deepest prayers for you. And now her voice rises with certainty. She said, this is the moment I have been waiting for. The moment my child sees the truth with open eyes. My child, you are about to understand why your mother loved you the way she did. Why she protected you more than the others. Why she worried over you. Why she sensed danger around certain people. Why she stood guard in silence. My beloved, she said, the truth begins with something they were never told about themselves. And this next part is where everything changes. My child, my beloved, your mother stood beside me, her spirit glowing with a tenderness that wrapped around your name like a warm blanket. She said, what comes next will open their heart in a way they have never experienced before. This is the part one protected all my life. My beloved, she then revealed something that even the angels leaned closer to hear. She said, my child never knew the full truth of who they are because someone in the family made sure they never received it. My child, your mother said that when you were very young, a moment you don't remember, something significant happened. A decision was made. A truth was sealed. A conversation took place quietly, secretly, away from you, and your entire life afterward was influenced by that moment. My beloved, your mother whispered, they were chosen by heaven before they were even born. And someone in the family feared what that calling would mean. This person didn't hate you. They feared your potential, feared your wisdom, feared your intuition, feared that you would surpass what they believed they deserved. My child, this is why you were treated differently. Why certain family members spoke to you in ways they didn't speak to others. Why they acted like you were too sensitive or too emotional when in reality you were spiritually awake. Your mother said they dimmed their own light to make others feel comfortable. My beloved, your heart has always been deeper than your age. Your mind has always been sharper than your circumstances. Your intuition has always been stronger than your surroundings. And the family secret touches all of this. My child, your mother said there is something they were meant to inherit. Not money, not property, but a spiritual mantle. A blessing that was passed down through generations. But someone blocked it. Someone feared what would happen if you received what was meant for you. Someone believed they had the right to interfere with destiny. And your mother saw everything. My beloved, this is where her voice trembled, not from fear, but from love. She said, I tried to tell them before I left the world, but the time wasn't right. Now the time has come, my child. She revealed that the family secret is not just a truth. It's a truth about you. It is about why you were born the way you were. Why your spirit feels older than your years. Why your energy attracts and repels people so strongly. Why you feel divine connections others don't understand. Why you sense things before they happen. Why your life feels guided, protected, watched over. Your mother said they are not just a child of the family. They are a child chosen by heaven for a purpose the family never fully understood. My beloved, there was a moment long ago when someone in the family realized this about you, and instead of celebrating it, they feared it. They hid it. They made decisions that shaped your path in ways you never knew. Your mother said, they tried to keep my child ordinary, but fate refused. My child, this is why you always felt set apart. This is why you never fully blended into the family even when you tried. This is why your emotions felt deeper, your thoughts felt sharper, your dreams felt prophetic. Your mother told me, they knew the family secret. I knew it. But only heaven would decide when my child was ready. And heaven has chosen now, my beloved. Then she showed me something personal. A moment when you were crying, wondering why life was so hard, why betrayal came easily, why people misunderstood you, why love felt complicated. And she said, that was the day their destiny was being redirected. That was the day heaven began revealing what I could not say. My child, your mother wants you to know this directly from her heart, you were never alone. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. My beloved, the family secret is tied to your spiritual heritage, to a blessing you were meant to receive, to a role you were meant to fill, to a path you were destined to walk. And the person who hid the truth did it not because they hated you, but because they feared losing control. Your mother said, I forgave them. But heaven is now correcting what was done. My child, your entire life you felt something missing, something unspoken, something hidden. And now you know why your mother ended this part by whispering, "Tell them the truth is not about who they were. It is about who they are becoming." My beloved, the next part reveals what the secret actually is. The revelation begins to form into words. My child, my beloved, your mother's presence grew brighter when she prepared to reveal the next layer of the truth. There was no fear in her voice, only love, only protection, only the softness of a mother who has waited far too long to tell her child what they truly deserve to know. She whispered, "Tell them this is the moment where their past finally makes sense." My beloved, your mother showed me an image of your life like a timeline. Moments of joy, moments of confusion, moments where you felt lost, moments where you felt guided, moments where you felt suddenly protected for no reason. And she said, all of these moments were shaped by the secret that was kept from them. My child, this secret is not small. It is not simple. It is not something that was hidden casually. It was a truth that carried weight, spiritual weight, emotional weight, ancestral weight, and your mother bore that weight for years so you wouldn't have to. My beloved, she said there were days she almost told you. Days when the truth pressed against her chest. Days when she looked into your eyes and wanted to speak but couldn't. Days when she cried quietly because she feared you would one day discover it without her guidance. And now, from heaven, she is ready. My child, she revealed that someone in your family, someone whose presence has always felt complicated, knew something about your life before you ever did. This person stood at a crossroads, tell the truth and risk breaking the family apart, or hide the truth and hope it never resurfaced. They chose silence. My beloved, your mother said, they were not strong enough to handle the truth. But my child is. This secret has affected your relationships, your self-esteem, your confidence, your trust, your decisions, and even the way you love. And your mother, from the other side with a voice full of compassion, is saying, it's time for them to finally feel free, my child. She then told me something incredibly important. There is a reason they always felt watched over. It was because heaven guarded them from the consequences of this secret. Your protection has never been random. Your survival has never been accidental. Your intuition has never been imagination. You are connected to something divine, something your mother understood deeply. My beloved, why do you think you survived things that should have broken you? Why do you think blessings came to you in moments you didn't expect? Why do you think your heart could sense danger before it appeared? Your mother said, because their destiny is greater than the one the family tried to write for them. My child, she is now leading us directly to the core of the truth. She said the secret is tied to their origin, to something that happened before they were old enough to understand. My beloved, there was a moment, before you could speak, before you could walk, before you could form memories, that something happened within your family, a decision, a promise, an agreement of silence. And that moment shaped everything that followed. Your mother said, my child believes their struggles came from bad luck. But no, their struggles came from a truth that was never given to them. My child, she then said something that shook even the air around her. They were meant to inherit something sacred, but someone else stepped into the way. This inheritance is not money. It is spiritual, ancestral, divinely chosen. My beloved, this inheritance includes a blessing, a mantle, a responsibility, a protection that is older than your family line. And that is why the secret was hidden, because someone feared what you would become if you received it. My child, your mother then touched my hand. Angels do not often express emotion physically, but she did. And she said, "This is the moment where my child begins to understand who they truly are. My beloved, you have always sensed you were different. You have always felt set apart. You have always known you were meant for something extraordinary, even when no one else understood." Your mother whispered, "They hid the truth because they feared their own shadows. But my child was born from light. My child, the truth you are about to hear will not hurt you. It will awaken you. It will heal you. It will empower you. Your mother is ready to open the door fully." "Now, my beloved," she said, "the next part of the message will reveal why the truth was hidden and what exactly they didn't want you to know."